everybody, it's Angela. I am going to do an unboxing. Hopefully this isn't too close up. This is a new setup for me. I moved and I'm just trying to, find where things should go for it to all work. So I'm gonna do an unboxing of beads that I got. I got them on Whatnot. If you have not shopped on Whatnot, I highly recommend it with the warning that it can be addicting. If you don't know what Whatnot is, it's an online auction site like eBay, but it's live, and the auctions last like 5 to 10 seconds. So you gotta commit to buy it or not and move on. And sometimes you do get in a bidding war, so you just gotta know your limit. And let me put more light in here. And know your limit and stick to it. And if you can't do that, then don't go on the site. So I'm gonna try, hopefully this isn't like too close. I don't know. Moving my little tray around. But they're small beads, so I want you to be able to see them. And I bought several things off of Whatnot. I'll have a link below down below for a link of how you can sign up for Whatnot. And it does give you, used to be $15, $10 or $15 to try it out. And then I also get a kickback from that if you just want to try it. And then I'll put a list of the buyers that I've used and have had a lot of success. I've bought fabric. I bought vintage stuff. I've bought books. And now I'm into buying beads. So I had one other, Paula is her name. I don't have an unboxing for her. I just got it. I couldn't wait to do it, work with it. So, but I'll put her name down below. She is extremely fast at shipping, is super nice. She worked with me outside of the auction. I told her some beads that I was looking for, some focal beads, and she put together a package and I was able to buy them just from her shop. So some of the people that sell on Whatnot have a shop where you can just buy now. And then some of them have where you can pre-bid on items. And so it's a lot of fun. I have to limit myself because it can get dangerous pretty fast. And the shipping, maybe I'll do a video demonstration or whatnot. Maybe the shipping, when you're bidding at the bottom, you slide to bid. It's pretty obvious. And then below that, it'll have how much your shipping will be. So like and then they max out the shipping. So like the first beads you buy, that's why I try to go on the show when it first begins. And if I'm at an end of a show, I won't buy because I feel like I don't get my money's worth out of the shipping. So like your first set of beads, I think was whatever the cost was plus $4.47 for shipping, which isn't bad, and then you get up to so much weight and then they add on some more shipping. It's not too bad for beads. Other stuff it can get more expensive, but most shops, I believe, max out at $9 at shipping, which is not bad at all. So, and that's all handled through Whatnot. They buy the shipping. Whatnot buys the shipping, and the seller just prints the labels to mail it to you. So, anyways, so I will do an unboxing. This is from. You get a little packing slip. I gotta put my glasses on. And I'll show you some things I've made with these, with that other woman's beads. She's Van94. That's her name on Whatnot, but I'll try and link her. And you can see each set was like $2. These are like the amounts. They were all like $2. Some I had to go up because I really wanted it and I got into a little bidding war. But a really reasonable, I think reasonable. And that's just me. You may not. I was going to buy off of Temu and I decided I didn't want to do that. So the first thing I got was these cute light blue. These are 16 millimeters, and I'll show you what I'm doing with them. They have like little bubbles, little shinies on them. Cute. I got yellow 16 millimeter with some more glitteries. I got light pink in the little bubbles, and these beads all have a name, and I don't know what it is. I mean, I've bought beads a lot, but I'm just into this. Oh, one is missing because I was playing with it. This is a 20 millimeter. There's two. I have it in my pocket. There's 2 gray, 2 pinks. And like I said, they all started at $2 a piece. So I like the smaller amounts to make sure I like the beads. You can get them on Amazon for probably bulk cheaper, but I don't want to pay $20 for 500 yellow beads if I'm not going to use all them. So this is why I went to Whatnot. I wanted smaller batches of things. Then we got a pretty purple. This is 16 millimeter. And I got a mixed match. It's a pretty teal color, which is one I didn't get 6-pack of. Here is a hot pink, 16 millimeter. And then she sent this as a thank you, little spacers, which I'm so excited about because I've been having a heck of a time finding spacers. I'm making bookmarks out of this, but I'm using keychain bars. And so I've been having a hard time finding the big hole spacers. So I'm very thankful for those. Then these are, I should get my sheet. I believe these are 12 millimeters, I think. And this poor girl, man, she was selling for 7 hours straight. I was like, ooh, girl. I'll save those. I'm going to save the focal beads for last. They're so cute. I got these confetti, I guess. They're 16 millimeter. Here's another pack of 16 millimeter. These are a little iridescent with little glitter balls inside. So cute. Then these are, I think, 10 millimeters. I could even use these as little spacers. The colors are just so, it just makes me happy. But like I said, it can be addicting, so you gotta be careful. Then I got another pack. Are these the same size? Let me see. Yeah. These are glittery 10 millimeters. And I think that's all the round spacers. Now are the focal beads that I got. And people make those beadable pens with these things, but I'll show you what I make different. So I got these 2 pretty heart glitters as a focal bead. I got Jack and Sally from Nightmare at Christmas. These are silicone beads. And they have the big holes. I'm excited about that. Any other silicone? I have 2 little cute bunnies. They're cute. And 2 Christmas trees. So they're the silicone focals I got. Then I got acrylics. This is the one I had to spend a little more on because there was a little bidding war. Alice in Wonderland. So cute. I got, these are acrylics. Belle. Isn't she cute? I got 2 other princesses. I thought this one was really cute. Winnie the Pooh with like a bow bead. Isn't that cute? Oh, so cute. It's Snow White. And so the 2 focals were, so the focals were $1 a piece. And on Whatnot, that's pretty reasonable. I mean, that's pretty standard, I should say. And then I got one of Rainbow Bright's friends and Mr. Potato. Pinky something. And then the last set I got is Wednesday and Thing. So those are my I'm so happy with those purchases. And what I'm making with them are, oh, sorry, I hit the camera. I'm making bookmarks for the little golden books I'm making. And I'm making charms for the bookmarks. Oh. So here's a charm set that I made. That's Rainbow Bright. And then this is the little charm. And then the elastic wraps around the book. So let me get you a book. Now this doesn't match, but it's just for demonstration purposes. Sorry if I'm hitting you. So that band wraps around the book and it keeps your spot where you are. And it's just a little charm and little decoration. Isn't it cute? So this was this charm, this bead, those 2 beads I got from the seller named Paula something. I'll put it in my description. Super fast, super fun, super easy to work with. And then I have a Tinkerbell. Look at this cute little Tinkerbell purse. A Tinkerbell on it. A Tinkerbell bead. And I think that's all that I got from Paula for that one. It's flipped over. You can see. So cute. And then I also got Scooby-Doo. And this bead and that bead are from her and Scooby-Doo. Aren't they cute? So fun. So that is my haul. Again, it's from Whatnot. I'll have some links for you below. If you're interested in trying it, it's a referral link, I guess. And then I'll have the 2 bead sellers that, this bead seller, Ron 98, and then this one's Paula something. And I'll have their handle on Whatnot so you can look them up. I'll also put, there's a woman that I bought a lot of vintage fabric from. She's super great. There are some people I've bought from that it wasn't so great, so I'm not going to include their names. But then at least you'll have reference of some people I trust on Whatnot, if you're interested in trying it out. So that's all I have. I hope you have a great night. See you soon. Bye.